Oh, it's huge, especially a team like this. And we kind of screwed it up. We had a bad last 5 minutes. We had some turnovers there, and then we started taking because we have a hard time scoring. We're not a good shooting team, um, and you can't take contested shots. And if you go back, you're gonna watch. If you watch the film, last 5 minutes and a half, and we had the lead, they got the lead because one turnovers, and then number two, we took some quick shots contested, and we've got to work. Unless we can get a layup, we got to work and get wide open shots, and that's what we were getting the first 15 minutes. We really worked the ball, but the half was big, and but then when we came out and we didn't change it. We a couple turnovers, a couple bad quick shots, and then a team like that. I mean, that's all he needs, a couple minutes. But I'll give the guys credit. It could have gone the other way, and to get back and get it underneath 10 was huge. Because you play that way. There's a lot of teams you can beat in our league. You might not be able to beat the top two or three teams, but there's still, you know, 5, 6 teams you got a chance to beat. And so we got to take the positive with it because, now we got a stretch of games here that I think, if we show up like this, we'd have a chance, to win. They don't. Honestly, this group, because it's so young, and they don't care. Some of these guys don't even know what our record is. I had to tell them the other day. So that's the mind frame, and that's not just the kids we have. That's all over. New kids. They don't care about winning or losing. It's just about we got a game. I asked a couple of them, what do you think our record is? Well, it's not very good. They have no idea. They didn't even know that, if you win a couple games, you got a chance to be in that 8th spot. They just have no clue. But that's our job to teach them that. They'll know. I mean, they'll be better next year with it. But that's the problem. You can't have 8 new guys. Even the JUCO kids, they're freshmen. And how you overcome that, like when I played, they come in, they're immature, don't understand the importance of winning. Well, the team's a veteran team. They overcome that BS. But here, we can't overcome it because we got 3-4-star teams that way. So the guys that kind of know about it, stand in them, they just get overpowered. So it's a mess when it comes to that. But it's getting better. But from my standpoint, what I have to do from a recruiting standpoint, I got to straighten this out. I got to get to a point where every year we're bringing in maybe 4 or 5 kids at the most. Then you got to watch, how many years in between. We're getting a good high school base. And we'll get this straightened out. It's not going to happen overnight this year. But I like, we got some guys that got potential. I mean, every coach tells me that after the game, because they all had to go through it. And but that's part of building a program. And I'm kind of sick in a sense. I kind of enjoy this because I'm building something. And I'll take the hits, because I don't read nothing. I don't, that stuff, I know what I'm doing. That's all that matters. I don't care what anyone else thinks. Nobody, except what I think. And that's all that matters. And we're on the right track. And but I'll take the hit because other coaches that build programs up have had the same type of years. Coach McCarthy the other night talked to me. He had 11 freshmen at one time. And I thought I was getting gray hairs. And so, he just talked, and I had a good talk with him about just doing it the right way. And I see improvement, but I have to be patient. I can't get negative. People got all out of hand about my press conference last year. That's motivation. You can do that with good teams and good players. And so I think some people are waiting for me to have another YouTube moment. That's not going to happen with this group because they can't handle it. Now, they'll be able to handle it in a couple of years, but you got to know the mind frame, the temperature of your team. And these guys are just young kids, and they don't get it, And but they're getting there, but it's a struggle, But what I got to do, I got to be careful. I can't bury guys. I can't get too negative with them. But what I can do, if they're not doing what I like, I'm starting to do it because we have some babies. I'll be honest, we have some babies. And so the way you treat a baby, give them a timeout. Keelan Blanks, acting like a baby, you got a timeout. Just during the game, just send them to the locker room. DJ Mwepo, acting like a baby a couple weeks ago, I gave him a timeout for a week. And they'll get the point. But it's tough. I mean, is this fun? Not really. But I look at the, a year from now, another. I'm not going anywhere. I'm planning on building something here. If I didn't like this, shoot, I had chances to leave last year. After you always have chances. I mean, that's what's so BS about the coaching business. Am I any different than the coach that went to the NCAA tournament last year? No, I'm not. I'm the same guy. I just had a better team with better, veteran players, and there would have been a lot of guys that would have seen this year coming and bolted. Why do you want to go through that? Well, I want to go through it because I love Lamar. I love being in Beaumont. To me, this is a place where I can build my own program. I don't plan on going anywhere. I'm gonna fight this through, and we'll be back where we need to be next year, the year after. But it's part of it. It's growing pains, you know. And you know, football went through the same thing. You know, people just need to shut up and let the coaches do their job. You know, and we got great coaches here, and you're going to see improvement, big time improvement. Football, basketball. I mean, baseball. You know, golf. But people kind of forget where things were, and now where they're at, and so. I just gotta bide my time with these guys, keep teaching them. That's all I can do.
Were limited compared to normal, and then you were able to out rebound SFA. Can you just talk about just even the little things that means?
That's it. Well, little things are the big things, and you know the turnover's been killing us, and so they hurt us tonight though because they're caught. The problem with our turnovers when we do it, it's costly. I mean, it's a layup. It's not like it's a deflection. We get to reset our defense, but it was a lot better because we had 30 against them the last time we played them. So I thought guys were better aware of it. I did some changes to the offense. You know, some of it's on me. I just got to do a better job overall. But we changed some things to help the guys out because I mean, you talk about I've got 18-year-old kids out there just getting hammered by 21, 22 years old. But they're going to get better for it. And the rebounding, we've been pretty good at rebounding all year. But that's something you got to take as a positive. You know, with these guys, and that's what I have to be careful of because you sometimes as a coach you get too negative, and you got to realize what you have. But so that's something I'll talk to them about. Hey, we got the turnover down, but I still got to let them know they were costly at times. But the rebound is a good thing. I mean, you're talking about an all-conference center in Smith, and we were able to battle with them. So there were some good things.